Another round of Pets and More. This time we are working on cards that use the Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper, which is really pretty with lots of patterns. And each card will be different this time. Each card's not going to be the same because in your card club kit you get only one of each pattern. You get the 12 sheets, but you have one of each different pattern. And then we're also going to be working with reversible stamps so that you can learn how to use this really fun stamp set with the two colors. And we're also going to have an extra stamp set for Sentiments Handmade Hugs. All right. At the end of this video, I'll show you what we made in the first part of this tutorial, or this card club this month. And let me move this machine. I don't think we need the die cutting machine because I think everything's already cut for you, but I will put down the measurements. Okay, let's see. Got the glare. Got the glare going. All right. Hello, my name's Kimberly Smith. I'm the Papered Chef. If you're new to my channel, we do a card club every month where we feature a stamp set. I do another workshop each month where I feature a bundle. I do scan and cut tutorials, paper pumpkin tutorials, and a lot more. So if you like crafting, you're in the right place. Grab your supplies and follow along. So we're going to, if you missed my podcast earlier today, I see Christina, you were at my podcast, and Phil, thank you for being on my podcast. Hello, crafty friends. I see you're back, so thank you guys for that. We're going to go ahead and ink up these little pieces. I might as well just do a couple of them at the same time. So let's ink up this one with the rectangular postage stamp dies, or they're called postage dies. I forget the name of those. Okay, we're going to go ahead and ink those up with some fresh freesia. So I'm just going to put a little bit of ink onto the... Actually, I already had some on this one that was fresh freesia, but that's okay. We'll put a little ink onto the stamping block and then just ink up the edges. Just roll in. Put the first blob on the mat. Ink up the sides. The other one, I'll just do the corners. Or actually, you could just do both sides, but I'm just doing more. Yeah, that one looks good because now it's on the top and bottom, but it's more on the sides. The next one, I'll just kind of do it more on the corners. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Get the blob off. Oops, that's the wrong one. This one we're going to be inking in another color. Oops, this one we're just doing the postage one. Okay, so I'm just going in and doing the corners on this one. All right. So that was one of the coordinating colors. There's so many coordinating colors in this paper. Another coordinating color in this paper is crushed curry. Grab that out. So open up your crushed curry. And we're going to ink up, not this rectangle, but we'll ink up this rectangle. This is from the postage dies, and this one is from deckled rectangles. So put a little bit of crushed curry on your stamping block. Get a blending brush. I'm just going to use a different part of the mat, okay, so we don't get the fresh freesia mixing with the crushed curry. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Get the little blob off and just kind of go in the corner. This one's a little darker, but it's all good. My ink is darker, but crushed curry is darker than Daffodil Delight or other kinds of yellow. All right, that's all for that one. Let me see if I have another. I do need the bling. Okay, let's see. Just grabbing out whatever paper. I don't see. Oh, okay, I've already done those ones. Let me just see if I need. Okay, sending hugs and stuff. No, then we need this little one. So we do need some other dies. All right. We need the one with the stitched shapes, this, right? Oh, I'm not going to Mexico for a couple weeks for the incentive trip. Thank you for asking. Okay. Let's see. And now that I said the words incentive trip, I must say Less than 1% of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are in the incentive trip. Not typical of all demonstrators. I must say that. It's one of the disclaimers. If I even use the word, they try to take my post down. Kind of ridiculous, but I do say the disclaimer. Okay, let me see. Let me find the little thing to wipe off this with. I'm just going to get rid of the extra ink. It's nice working with a glass mat, but you don't want to get your glass mat all messed up. Now let's see what colors we're going to put on this one. For a while I have the colors out. So this one looks like I inked up with a little bit of, well, this one with the deckled rectangle, I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the same crushed curry. Oh, wait, actually, I used the lemon lime twist up that one. We'll do lemon lime twist. And for that one, yeah, lemon lime twist. So we'll just get a different blending brush. So I'm going to take this one, this color, and I'm going to ink up the edges of that one while I'm here. So you always do your inking before your stamping. Alrighty. Oh, that's an extra one. So we're going to put a little bit of ink on the stamping block. Tap, tap, tap. All right. Oh, that was a different kind of sending hooks and stuff. Put that one over here. And we're just going to get in there, ink up the edges. Because there's hardly any, like the paper's really easy. I'm just doing all the stamping first, because then we get all the stamping done, and it's really easy to assemble these cards. It wasn't like last night's card and the card the night before. There was much more layering going on with those cards. I'm just using the residual ink on the end of this. All right, that's that. So now we've used our lemon lime twist. So next we want to use our blueberry bushel. Blueberry bushel is, let's make sure, just double check I didn't use lighter navy. Yep, blueberry bushel is one of the coordinating colors. This is a 6x6 paper, by the way. Meandering Meadows. It's one of the online exclusive papers. We're going to go ahead and take the hugs and stuff. You're the best. And we're going to put the You're the Best on that one. And then we're going to put the Sending Hugs and stuff on the round one. I had it a different way earlier. I had the deckled rectangle or deckled circle, but then I changed it up based on the dies that I sent you. So if you want the card club, this card club, it's already closed, but you can get next month's card club. We're using this stamp set next month. We're featuring this and some new designer series paper. So yay for that fun kit. All right, so we're going to take, I'm just taking a sticky note. You're the best. Okay, came out pretty nice. Just get it inked up. And then I'm going to ink it up on here. Okay, easy as that. Thank you, Lynn. She's reminding everybody to hit that like button. Okay, can you use the scan and cut to cut out the dogs? Well, I mean, you could, maybe if you had a darker color in the background. This might not be a lot of contrast. If I were you, I would just try to cut it out with the background only. And then worry about the stamping the inside later so that it doesn't get confused. So because this stamp set doesn't come with any dies, I may be able to demonstrate such a thing. But if a stamp set comes with dies, I can't demonstrate such a thing. So this stamp set doesn't come with any dies. So maybe I could just check out the contrast level. But you can also do it yourself. I mean, just give it a try. I mean, that's my answer. Does it work? Well, try it and see if it works. And it'll work. I'm sure it'll work. But I don't even know if you need to cut them out. I mean, I think it's going to be super easy with the backgrounds. I don't think you're going to need any, like, special tricks is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. It seems like such an easy stamp set. Okay, we're going to hit Sending Hugs and stuff. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, it came out nice. This is one of those personalized stamping blocks, so you can't see through it all the way. Okay, that one's kind of off center. I'll try to center this one better. Okay, that's much better. All right, so that's it. So that's your sentiment. So now, oh, keep the blueberry bushel open. We need it. Keep the lemon lime twist. Oh, I already put that away. We need to get it back. We're now going to stamp our pets. I'm going to go ahead and wipe these off because I really need these ones because they're better to use like ones you can actually see through when you're stamping. So the doggies and the birds. All right, so we're going to start with the birds because we haven't done the birds yet. So we're going to do the birds and then we'll do the dogs and cat. So here's the bird. It's a reversible stamp, so you're going to take the side that has the little texture on it and put that on your stamping mat. Oops. And it's kind of wet, so just put it on there. Okay, and you're going to stamp the plain side first. Or, you know, like the flat side. Because that's the background of your card. Let's put that there. So we're going to put these here, like so. And we're twinning. Look at the cute little birds. All right, we're going to stamp the lemon lime twist in the background. Put that here. Okay, now we're going to put both birds on here. So I'm just, once I make sure I have a good stamped image on my sticky note, I can go ahead and put the backgrounds of the birds right like this. Okay, move that one up here. All right. So I'm going to start with, you always, if you're going to do two colors, you always start with the lighter color because it's just easier to clean off. So we're going to get the Melon Mambo. Yep, Melon Mambo, one of the coordinating colors in the package. And you're just going to flip the stamp over, just like that. Just flip it over. Okay? So it's a reversible stamp. So that's it. You flip it over, and then you just attach it to the stamping block. Try again. Stamp again. And then line it up. I'm going to have to pull this over a little bit just to line it up. Make sure your block is not one of the personalized blocks. I'll show you that again better in the camera view. Ooh, that came out so nice. Okay, so that's better in the camera view. But I also need to be above it, which is why I moved it over closer to me. Oh, that came out nice. Okay, now we got to clean it, is what I was thinking. What am I doing? I'm cleaning it off. I'm going to close the Melon Mambo. We need it again for the cat, but let's close it so it doesn't get, like, messing up our table and stuff. So we now need to do the blueberry bushel. And you want to make sure that there's no red mixed in there, none of the Melon Mambo. So that's how easy it is to use reversible stamps. I mean, you're just taking like a paper and turning it into that little work of art. It makes it look like you did all this coloring and you didn't have to do any coloring. So if I were you, I would just cut out the stamps while they're just the background. Just see if you can cut out. Because otherwise you need to enclose them with a pencil and all this. This will mess up the scan and cut. Just try to cut out just the shape. All right, lemon lime twist. I think I need a little marker. There's a little bit of a line right there. I don't know if that's going to mess me up. It might make it too dark. All right, I'll just have to do it on the other side. Because there was like a line across my stamp, I'm just doing it on both sides. All right, we'll use this one. In other words, we'll use this one. All right, so now we're going to do this background. So we'll leave the blueberry bushel out. We now need to do this one. We're going to make the cat and the dog. So we're going to take this lemon lime twist. Put it over here. And then we're going to just, oh no, that one's clean already. That one, actually I'll wash it. I'll wash that one off. I'm just going to get another stamping block because I was thinking I had to use the stamp again, but I don't have to use that stamp again. I'm using one of the ones from Pets and More. We're going to get this little guy, the doggy and the kitty. So we'll do the doggy. So you got the textured side. You're going to stick it on the stamping block. Oops, sorry, no. Textured side is going to be up like this. Put the textured side up, and then you stick it on the stamping block. So that way you get this. But, of course, that's why we test everything. Just to make sure we have the right side and that it's not upside down and everything. Okay, looks good. Lemon lime twist. I just like to use a light background for the dog and cat. You know, that's what we're doing. And now we'll get the light. We'll get the kitty, textured side up. Oops. It's not sticking on there. Oh, probably because this is wet. Wiping it off on my pants. Yeah, there we go. If it's wet, it's not going to stick. Also, if you missed the other video last night, I opened a paper pumpkin kit. And I stamped with one of the stamps, and it's kind of like a reversible stamp. So I washed it. I'm about to put it away. That's why it's laying there. It's the butterfly from the new paper pumpkin kit. A really cool kit. I haven't made anything else except playing with it with you guys. Oh, that came out cute. So now we're just going to flip the stamp around. We're going to use the blueberry bushel. Oops. We didn't mean blueberry bushel. This one is the melon mambo. Okay, let's close this so we don't get it all over the place. Okay, came out nice. Just double check, always check. Okay, so that's it. You have like all the work done for you. Now let's flip this guy over. So we're flipping the stamp. What we're doing is flipping it around. And now we got the textured side. Now we want the blueberry bushel. Double check. Looks good. Stamp it onto the... Alrighty. It's good. I'm happy with it. I think our stamping is done. Now we just have to do our paper and our bling, and we are done. So we can use I may even use different backgrounds. Let's just see what we have here. I'm going to see what we have here. We have, okay, the cloud paper. Let's see what that is. There's some balmy blue. I'm just going to see what I have here. I'm thinking this would work, right? It's kind of close. Like I said, the paper doesn't have to be exact. Look, we're just going to use, you're just taking a piece of Meandering Meadow with a cute little background. So I think this one would work. I'm just going to go in here and I want this side to show. So I want the clouds. I want it to be 4 inch by 5 1/4. But I want the clouds to show on that side. It might be the exact same paper I used. Who knows? I know, so it couldn't be the same paper because the clouds are on the other side. Okay, so we're just using, earlier I used a little bit different paper, but this is fine. And then we're going to turn it around, and I want more of the sky to show. So it's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to flip it around like this and get this piece to show. All right, so that's good. And then all I did here was add a little extra gold. So you're going to take 1 inch of the gold, right? It's 1 inch wide by 4 1/4. I'm sorry, by 4 inches. And I put it down here. So just do your layout. Make sure it looks good before you get going. So we're going to put some ribbons on top. And we're going to put the little birds. This one's better. Something like that, right? So that's just a little way to break up the thing. And then some ribbons are going to be layered up there. Ribbons just need to be big enough to put behind your sentiment. So that's all there is to that. We're going to put the adhesive on there. So if you're using a balmy blue background, which I'm going to be using, you just want to tie in. Make sure one of the pieces of paper, just a little bit of adhesive there, has at least the balmy blue color on it. So that way you're tying it in. This color's this paper has a lot of colors going on, so it's all good. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you liked the podcast today. And Star was there. Thank you, Star, for watching. And hello, Lynn. And Christina and Janet. And also likes the podcast. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, so Christina, Reese, and I talked about running a business, like Stampin' Up as a business. And I was really impressed that she's able to come so far since 2017. She's already a top performer. I'm just using a little piece of ribbon I already have here. So there's ribbon. You're just putting a little piece of ribbon like underneath like that. So she's a top performer. She has a big YouTube channel. She has a Facebook following. She has she's earned 4 incentive trips in just that many years. So she just hit the ground running. She has a good business model. She has in-person team members. She has online people she met online. So I was really happy to talk to her about her Stampin' Up business and card making business and her faith and just how she feels called to do this. It's so cool. I just love listening to her. So I'm just making the ribbon not take up the whole paper. You see, it's just going to be underneath. It's going to be on top of this other layer of this little fun ribbon with the gold. I just started to look for some of that, too. I thought I had this all cut. I wonder if I'd put it back. Here it goes. I didn't need to do it to the ribbon because the big rolls are just laying right here. So now I'm just going to layer this one up. Okay, like so. I'll put this one underneath. So make the ribbon 3 3/4, just a little bit smaller than your paper. I don't really measure things. I just eyeball it and see what looks good. So that's good. So now we're going to put that one first and the balmy blue on top. So we're going to go like that and like that. So this one's going to lay down. You might have to move it over to be centered. There, that looks good. Oops, I should have put this. Okay, balmy blue. I should have put this on the card base first. That's okay. So don't attach your little dimensionals yet, but so these are the layers going on. Now, Janet, if you don't mind just typing up the measurement, it's only one measurement except for the gold. So all you're doing is doing 5 1/4 times 4. That's it, okay? And then 1 inch times 4 for that one. So there's really no measurements here. Just 2 measurements. I'm not going to take out my big sheet right now. So, and I was going to write them all down for you, but then I thought that's a little overkill. All right, so I'm going to just put this. If any of my card club members request all of the ink colors, of course I'll write you guys up something. Okay, that looks like a little crooked to me now that this is on the card base. So I'm going to move these up like that. But you can always watch the transcript, and even if you're if you go back and watch it, it'll tell you the ink colors in the captioning. All right, so there we go. So I just used, making sure this is not sticking to that. I'm using a balmy blue card. I'm using Meandering Meadows paper, Distress Gold. Everybody has it all labeled in your kit that you got from me. Distress Gold for this part. And I thought I made it line up on the edge. That's okay. Usually it lines up better on that edge. Let's see. We're going to get one of these and one of these. And we're going to pop those up with dimensionals. I'm doing good on time. So if I can get the next card done in like 5 minutes or so, then I will go ahead and write everything down because, you know, I just want to make sure you have all the ink colors and everything. But right now, I'm not stopping to write them down because I really need to get these like just completed while my table is like this. All right, so now we're just going to put 4 dimensionals on this one. You can see why I did 2 cards at once tonight. These are easy cards. And they're the same technique, just different little characters. Now the next card is Shaded Spruce, but I'm not going to use Shaded Spruce. I think I'm going to use another Balmy Blue, just because that's what I have right here. But you just know that I did use Shaded Spruce. You can use any of the many coordinating colors. Blueberry Bushel. I mean, there's so many coordinating colors in this paper. But I will do a vertical card. I will do... Oh yeah, you need some extra touches are the bling. So let's add a little bling to your card. 1, 2, and 3. Where did I put the third one? Down there. So add some rhinestone basic jewels to your card. You have some bling going on there with the glitter. And it's super easy and super cute with the stamps. This paper pretty much, this paper works with so many things. There's a card. See if this one is vertical. That one's vertical. Let's try to find a horizontal. This one's horizontal. I think I'll just do this one. Okay, so this one, we're going to see which will look good with it. I'm thinking this one. Because it has the crushed curry in it. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of... It has some crushed curry, some melon mambo. It has so much stuff in it that it has like so many cool colors in it. So I'm going to cut a little piece of the sky off like that first because I don't want so much of the sky showing. And again, it's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. Let's put this on there. You're the best. Okay, that'll work. A little piece of ribbon behind it. And it's not this one, but just want to see if I'm covering. Yeah, I think I might move it over so you don't cover the stream as much. So put that kind of off to the right. Oops, did I just mess that up? I think I made it too small. I'll show you how to fix it or just to make another layer. When you end up doing that, you make it too small, it's okay. We're just going to go 3 3/4. I'll actually make a new card. I'll just make an extra layer. So when you cut your paper too short, don't not use it. Just make an extra layer. But the layer needs to contrast with the background. So that would work. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. Ooh, there you go. That one's a good one. We'll use this one. So this one will be our 5 1/4 by 4. All we're doing is adding an extra layer. Decided last minute due to a little extra cutting. So we'll go... I might even try, I think I might try a crushed curry card base because I'm just thinking there's a little too much blue going on now. Or let me see what other shades of green I could use. I will grab the pack and see what colors are in here. Because really my favorite green is the Granny Apple Green. See if it's in there. It's in there, Granny Apple Green. See, the reason I hate to use this, it's my last piece of shaded spruce. I thought, you know, it completely ran out, but I have one piece. But this one I have a whole pack. So I'm going to use the shaded spruce. It's best to order cardstock this month before the prices go up on cardstock. That's my recommendation. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'll be doing. Totally planning on doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and cut. We're going to use the scoreboard, and we're just going to go 4 1/4 down there. And then we're going to make it 5 1/2 this way. And then we're going to flip the cards over and just sort of burnish the edges. There we go. Looking good. And I have an extra card made. Always make 2 cards at once. Unless you're really trying to conserve on your cardstock. I think this is going to be an improvement over my first card, actually. Okay, good, good, good. Look at that contrast. Much better than putting it like blue on blue. Right? I mean, I don't think there's... I mean, this would be great, too. And this, of course, would look great on shaded spruce, which is the color that's in your kit. Ooh, that kind of looks nice. But the Granny Apple Green actually does look better in this case. But again, you have shaded spruce in your kit, so of course, do what you think looks best. Like, go with the contrasting colors. Just moving all my little scraps away. So now we're going to look at this card and see what happened here. We got the little ribbon. See what we have going on. We got this... Not that guy. Here we go. We got these guys. Oh, look at the crushed curry and how nice that looks. So do your little layout. Like, before you put all the elements on, you know, make sure you didn't put this one there. And then all of a sudden you're like, I have no place to put the sentiment. So do your little layout. And see, I wanted the little creek to show in the background, which is what... I didn't put any other gold on this one or anything because I didn't want to block the background. The background is too nice. I'm just using the edge of my dimensionals. Let's use this one. I just put all these in my little trash can. I don't know why I don't move my trash can closer. Okay. Nope, didn't get that one. Didn't get that one off. Okay, that's good. Put that there as your guide. Pop this up with dimensionals. Center it. Okay, make sure the card still opens onto the bottom. And now that one, the layer behind it was the ribbon. About that wide, so about 5 inches. Or no, maybe not 5 inches because this was, so maybe 4 3/4 inches. It's a little less than this layer. I actually do like the extra layer on there. This ribbon is so nice. Night of Navy and glittered organdy ribbon. Now you want to put your dimensionals big enough so that they touch some of the paper because it's hard to stick dimensionals straight onto ribbon. So put a couple down and one up high, and that way they're kind of covering the ribbon a little, but they're sticking to the paper so it doesn't fall off. Because if you just stick this right to the paper, right to the ribbon, it'll fall right off. All right, so which one do you like better? this or that. This is meaning this is the first one I made in Shaded Spruce, or that with the extra layer and the Granny Apple Green. This or that. And of course, we're going to add the bling to it as well. Add your bling. Oops, still, you can still vote. Let's see, one up there. Put one up there and one down here. I'm going to put one way down there. So just add some bling. Okay, we're going to put this right on here. Let me grab the pen. I have like this avalanche of ink colors. Love, but this will give me a good thing, because when I look at them, I can see all the colors we use, so I can write it down for you. Like all these colors, because you're probably like, what? There's too many steps ahead. I always like to break things down, but I thought it was easy, but then I started adding extra layers. I'm like, I better start taking notes here. All right, we're getting votes for that. And what is... So Star's saying she's a new Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. she never really put that out there. But that's cool. You can just buy for your own self. I mean, that's cool. And she's saying she did stock up on the packs of white cardstock because the prices are going up. So that's good. Stock up while you can. So we're going to put this card over here and then this card over here, and you can take a picture. So we're going to say the Shaded Spruce card, even though I used the other color with it. So this one's going to be... I'm going to say, or Granny Apple Green. Okay, so use Shaded Spruce or Granny Apple Green, and it's going to be 8.5 times 5.5. Score at 4.25. Okay, now then this card over here is our Balmy Blue card. And this is our April Card Club. April card on blue. All right, so Balmy Blue card is going to open up like so. Like so. And so it's going to be 11 inches across. Like that. And it's going to be scored at 5.5. And it's going to be by 4 1/4 high. All right, so layer 1. Layer 1. These are going to both be the same. 5 1/4 times 4. This card has the extra layer too, if you want to. Like if you want to go with this one, it's going to, so we could take the picture there. We'll leave that there so you can take your picture. So it's going to have that extra layer too, which is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, this one, the layer 2 is just the gold. And it's going to be 4 inches times 1 inch. And this is distressed gold, it's called. And then the other colors, the other ones are called Meandering Meadows DSP. Oops. Okay, I'll write Meadows over here. Meandering Meadows DSP. Okay, so that's your cards. And now I'm going to write down the ink colors. Okay, so Lynn actually likes the first one better. She likes the darker one better. Well, it's also different designer series paper in the background. The other one's just more fun and festive. Okay, so let's write down the ink. So for this card, I'm over here on this side. So it would be crushed cherry. So ink, crushed cherry, lemon lime twist. Over here, we just have lemon lime twist. This is for the background and the shading. Okay, for both of these, we have the melon mambo. Both, this one has the fresh freesia. Okay. So, for both of these, it's for your shading. Okay, so both of these has that for shading. These are your two colors, and these are your two colors. Then over here we have, and for both of these we have blueberry bushel, and melon mambo. Okay, and this is for both top layers. Same. I'm just going to write it again in case you're taking a screenshot. Blueberry bushel. Melon mambo. Okay, and then for the back is the same for both. So back is lemon lime twist. Oops, you can't see that. Make sure you move it up some. Moving up my paper. Lemon lime twist. I'm trying to make it so you could see the whole thing in one video or one screenshot. I'm trying to look through. Okay, there we go. Can't really see that. Just can't really see that. Well, I hope you can see it all. Lemon lime twist. Lemon lime twist. Okay, and the rest is just dies. Like, it's a matter of, like, if you join my card club, you get, this is done for you, the labor of love of cutting the decorative rectangle dies. You get two of each of those, you know, so you can make two different cards. And then you get two of each of these, and then you get the extra ribbon, you get the extra embellishments you need, and you get your, well, you get the designer series paper you need, plus some extra paper. Put that over there. All right, so that's how to do it. And then I'm going to show you what we made with the other kind of paper you got in your kit. So these are the other fun cards we made using Pets and More. This is what we made yesterday using the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper, which is now on sale because it's retiring at the end of the month. I love this paper. This is a pretty peacock card. And we used the brushed breast butterflies. For these cards, we used... It seems like we used ribbon a lot. Yeah, we used this ribbon again. And we used the glimmer paper. That's an online exclusive. More die cut shapes that you were sent. And then Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper with an azure afternoon background. So those are the 4 cards we made this month. I know I really enjoyed this stamp set. And I'll keep on using it. Maybe I'll play with it with the scan and cut as well. As you notice, we often revisit stamps that we featured in the past because I know that my card club mostly has them. All right, so you can sign up by the 10th. And so these 2 are featured in the past. You sign up by the 10th and you'll get the kit that goes along with the happy little things. And then you can craft along with me with the exact same supplies. Otherwise, these tutorials will be here for you. And you can always improvise, substitute, and do whatever you got to do to make the cards, which is fun as well. All right. Thank you all for watching. This is the Papered Chef. Those of you that are coming to my Latte Love Bingo tomorrow, don't forget to look at your email for the Zoom invite and be sure to join my VIP Facebook group because that's where I put all the card measurements for our Latte Love Bingo that we're doing tomorrow. All right, that's all for now. This is the Papered Chef. Have a great evening.